You know Uyghur genocide. Do you know how big is East Turkestan? Now, whenever China is talking about Uyghur people, they strategically use the vocabulary ethnic minority. Why do I want to keep saying ethnic minority? Because that terminology make it sounds like Uyghurs are little tiny nations living in the mountains and the villages. They're ethnic minority, too small, so you don't have to care. That is the impression China wants to create. When China occupied East Turkestan in 1949, Xinjiang, so-called East Turkestan, immediately became the biggest province in China. East Turkestan is 1.6 million square kilometers, and there's no bigger province in China than East Turkestan. If China loses East Turkestan today, they'll lose 17% of its land overnight. To just visualize how big is East Turkestan, let's do some comparison. East Turkestan is 2 times bigger than Turkey, 5 times bigger than Germany, 7 times bigger than United Kingdom, and East Turkestan is nearly 40 times bigger than Netherlands. If you compare East Turkestan with the entire European Union, East Turkestan is nearly half of the entire European Union. Now, do you think Uyghurs are little tiny ethnic minorities in China? That is what China doesn't want you to know. Now you know. To remain its superpower, China needs East Turkestan, needs our resources, needs our strategic location. China needs our land as a launching pad to Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, all these nations to occupy them in the future. That is why East Turkestan is extremely important to China. However, China may temporarily own our land, but China will never own our souls, because we Uyghurs are one of the greatest nations in the world history. Indeed, the first Turkic Islamic empire was not Seljuks, was not the Ottoman Empire. It was a Karahan Empire that is established by Uyghur people. So my dear brothers and sisters, whenever you hear ethnic minorities, I want you to understand this is a psychological warfare by China. Uyghurs are not ethnic minority. Uyghurs are one of the largest people in the world. If you care about the Uyghur cause and if you care about your Uyghur brothers and sisters in the concentration camps in China, please raise your voice and share my videos with your loved ones. Thank you so much and take care.